Hey guys, I am Ivana. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch. I am so excited because this bag has been on my mind like you would not believe. And this is going to be an unboxing. It is currently the last day of February of my no-buy year. Can I just say that I might have faltered a little bit? I think I'm still doing pretty well. I am really trying to stick to no more impulse buys, so I am sitting with it for a little while in my brain before I actually make it a reality, and I think that is a big step in my 2025, let's call it a low buy year. I decided to change my strategy from number of purchases to giving myself a budget, and my budget is $1,000 for the year. So let's see how that goes. The way it is tracking right now, it is looking like I'm going to have to really curtail the purchases after this, since we have 10 more months to go. So this is from Macy's, and I did purchase it from Macy's because they were offering 11% cash back on Rakuten. So if you guys are not using Rakuten yet, please check out the link in my description box below. There's usually a reward if you join, and just check out the Rakuten site to see what the latest offerings are. So this is a true unboxing. I'm opening it now. And this is my mother's, probably her favorite color. And it has quickly become one of my favorite colors. I never thought that this was, but the more I see it, the more I know that I'm loving it everywhere I look. And it is in my snow-covered Christmas trees, and in my rugs, and yeah, I absolutely just love it. So you guys, if you're looking to purchase something from a certain brand, check the department stores too, because they sometimes have a higher cashback on Rakuten. Coach has not been giving much of a discount on there lately. They're like 2%, 1%, it's not very much. So check the department stores, because they may not always have the colors, which is kind of holding me back right now for my Western Tabby, which is also on my list. But Macy's does not have the color I want. So I'm just holding out now to see what happens. Looks to be perfectly factory wrapped, which is great. And because it's a habit, I'm checking under the flaps for Dooney and Burke stickers. They're not in the Macy's box. Here it is. This is way out of my price range comfort zone for me. I don't typically purchase Coach boutique bags. That is why I gave myself a dollar budget, because if I am going to splurge on something like this, then I cannot keep purchasing the impulse purchases from, Dooney and Burke. This is definitely something I'm going to have to sit with for a while. So basically this for me is a luxury bag, but not of the Louis Vuitton, Fendi, Gucci realm. But this to me is luxury, and so is Dooney and Burke. Dooney and Burke just happens to offer better sales. Coach retail, Coach boutique, they sometimes do, but then your risk of the color that you want is not available anymore, or maybe even the bag. So sometimes you just have to press that button. I'm almost afraid to open this because I have been so looking forward to this, and I'm afraid I'm not going to like it. I used to be such an optimist, and lately with the state of things, I have really just become such a pessimist. I don't know what's going on. I can't even imagine what it can come to, but I don't know, guys. I've just been feeling very, very defeated. There's the chain. Can you guys guess what it is? Can you guess? I might speed this up a little because this is going to take forever with all this wrapping on here. And I am going to take off the wrapping because I will return it to the retail store near me and they'll probably put it back on the shelf. So I imagine they won't want it all factory wrapped. But I have a feeling this one is not going back, unless of course there are some defects. Okay, so this already has a little dent right on the front of the flap. And maybe I can take it to the retail store and exchange it if I see any defects, if they have it in stock. This did ship fairly quickly. There's some texture on this bag. I think it's supposed to be fairly smooth, but this one does have a little bit of texture. I did pay full price minus my Rakuten, which Rakuten did take off about $50. So I think that's a pretty good amount, but it's still not a deep discounted bag. So I'm not willing to take, defects. That's just me. So here we go. It is the chain tabby in the color sage, and it is so, I love this color. All of a sudden I have just become such a fan of this color. And here it is up close with all of the details. And you can see, I don't know if you can see that it has some wrinkling and there's some kind of dent. I think it's right there. See that? And then the back has quite a bit of texture for what is supposed to be, I think, a smooth bag. Although this does say genuine full grain leather, and so yeah, I think I might take this back and try to exchange it. So the interior is supposed to be, I believe it's supposed to be suede. I'm gonna look that up, and if that is not correct, I will correct that on the screen. I hate to take all this stuffing out because I am probably gonna take this back. So there it is. There are 2 big compartments, and then the center divider does open up with a snap. I believe it's a snap. It is very hard to open, so I'm not going to force it right now. There's the dust bag that just fell out. There's no feet on the bottom, but it does have these, the pleats or whatever that, or the concave sections that make little, I guess, feet. The back pocket does have that same kind of suede, or it feels like microfiber. It has a short shoulder strap made of the same leather, and it has a long crossbody or shoulder strap that is wider, well, a little wider. It's not kind of thick and padded like this one, but it's a nice width, I think. And it does have this nice substantial buckle. And this is supposed to be brass hardware, I believe. It is gold tone, brushed gold tone. I think it's pretty with this green. And then it has this chain, which you can also use as a shoulder strap or a decoration. And it has that pretty pattern on there. It is removable. All 3 straps are removable. So you can add your own strap, or you can take off the ones you're not using. And it is just such a pretty muted greenish. To me, it looks kind of greenish bluish, kind of like a blue spruce Christmas tree which is my favorite tree of all time, probably. I just want to put these straps on so that I could show you what it looks like on my 5'5" frame. Well, I just tried it on my shoulder, and it's a good shoulder length for me. When you take the stuff out of it and you put your own things in, it is going to slouch a little bit like this, I believe. I did try it on in the store with this strap and with this strap. I didn't try it on with the crossbody strap. So I don't know how that fits, but here it is. It looks nice both ways. I would be a little afraid of this, you know, clinging on here when I'm using it as a decorative feature, and I would be afraid of scratching that C. So I'm not quite sure about this chain, but there it is. The chain tabby in the color sage, and to me, it's just such a gorgeous color. I like that honey brown color too, and I do like the black one with the silver hardware because that's just very edgy and unique for my collection. But this is the one that really drew me. I don't have anything else in this color in my collection, so it would be something new. I have one close from Coach. It is also called the color sage, but when I compared the two together, it's a little more blue. So this is also called sage. I don't know if it's showing up on camera, but it's a little bluer. Maybe it's the hardware. No, it's definitely a little bluer than this one. One shows more blue, one shows more green to me. So I think this is the studio shoulder bag. But, you know, I'm thinking if I have this one, that's probably close enough to this. So I know before the week is over and it's Friday, I'm probably going to convince myself that I don't need this bag. And that is my problem, especially when I spend higher dollar amounts on bags. I talk myself out of it. It is beautiful. I love the slouch of this bag. I love the casual ease, the way this just feels. I love that about this bag. That's what really drew me to it. And then just this beautiful simplicity. But now I'm just gonna have to turn off this camera and play around with this bag. So thank you guys so much for watching and for listening to me dribble on about a bag when there are way more important things going on in our country and in the world right now. Let's just hope things turn out okay. And I hope you guys all have a great day and a great weekend and a great week. Bye, guys.
I dare you to fix me. I'm crossing the line again, falling on my knees. No stranger to pain.